So this is my first ever YouTube video. I didn't really know where to start it. This video has been a long time coming. The camera that I'm currently recording on I got for my birthday in September, and we're now in January. Now that's kind of due to procrastination, it's due to me being scared about what people would think if I started a YouTube channel, but it has been something that I've wanted to do for a long time. The first video that I was going to do is the get to know me tag. It's kind of a bit like cliche and it's, you know, like everyone kind of does it, but I feel like that's the best way for you to all get to know me. And then we're going to insert some cool music, you know, transition thing here. Hopefully my years of doing journalism at uni paid off. Okay, so first question, who are you? So my full name, the name that I was given when I was born, is Victoria Elizabeth Turner. Yep, two queens, I know. It's obvious. Most people call me Vicky, Vix, Vic. So where am I from? Originally I'm from Sheffield, which is in South Yorkshire, England. But I've lived in Newcastle for the past 3 years because I was doing a degree up there, which goes on to my next question, is what have you done for education? I moved to Newcastle for university, where I did 3 years of journalism. I didn't specify a type of journalism, but as I was going along with my degree, I kind of realised that broadcast journalism was something that I was really interested in, which is kind of weird to think that this is so hard for me to talk to a camera right now, because that was part of my degree. I love presenting, that was what I want to do, but I think it's a bit different when it's scripted, and so I think this feels a little bit more intimate in a way. So I don't know why it was so hard for me to start this, but it was. How old are you? I'm 22 years old. I was 22 in September, so I'm born on the 20th of the 9th, and I was born in 1995. Lucky number, the number 4. I don't really know why, it's just always been a lucky number of mine. I don't know, it's just even, it's just a nice number. 4's a good number, I like it. Stay in or go out? I'm a little bit of a party animal, so I do love a good night out, and I love going for drinks with my friends, I love socialising. I think I've always been that way inclined, especially with living in Newcastle, as a lot of people know it's kind of like the party city. I mean, you can get 3 trebles for £5, or well, you could get 3 trebles for £5.50. That's like 9 shots of vodka. That's a pre-bar as well. Where I think when I'm with someone and I'm in a relationship, I think I do enjoy staying in, but I think when I'm on my own I enjoy going out, just because if you're staying on your own it kind of gets a bit boring. Favourite food? Okay, we'll do healthy and unhealthy. So my favourite unhealthy food, anyone who knows me knows that it's pizza. Like, I can't get enough of pizza, it's so good. Like, one of my friends said to me, if it was like when you get married, I think you'll genuinely serve pizza at your wedding, and I was like, potentially, because I actually love pizza that much. I don't know why, I just always have.
I just really like cheese though, and then I just like a plain margarita, and I like toppings. It's just, pizza's just good.
Healthy food though, avocados. I think you either love them or hate them. It's a bit like Marmite, I guess. I don't really think people have that middle of, well, they're okay. Well, actually, people probably do. But for me, personally, like, I love them. How tall are you? I am 5'8" without heels. So when I put my tall heels on, I'm like over 6 foot. So, oh, what do you do currently for a job? So at the minute, I am just modelling full time. I've been modelling for, I think maybe like 2.5 years now. So a lot of people sort of ask me how I got into modelling, and it was never something that I really, well, I always wanted to do it when I was younger, but it's never something that I thought I could do. One of my friends, and I always thank her to this day, got me into like a beauty pageant, and it was like a pre-round, so it was for Bijou, which a lot of people might know from like Geordie Shore. They do hold a pre-competition, so if you win something called Miss Bijou, then you get to go into Miss Newcastle, which is a heat for Miss England. But modelling wasn't really my forte. I'd never really done it before, never thought about it. And then, so yes, I entered that, and then I ended up winning the preheat. So was Miss Bijou 2015. And then I went to Miss Newcastle, and don't know if it was luck or the judges were blind, but I ended up winning. And then I ended up going to Miss England, where I placed second, and that was in 2016. So I was Miss England first runner-up. So when I won Miss Newcastle, I got my modelling contract. That was one of the prizes to you gain your modelling contract. So I'm currently with that agency now, and have been since I won. And you know, there's talks of me going to different countries and around the UK sort of modelling, and I have some really good contracts at the minute with really reputable brands. Went to uni, got a journalism degree, came out with first class. But yeah, I'm kind of like not stalling getting a job, because I know what I want to do and I know where I want to be and I know what my dream job is, but I haven't sort of got to that point yet, and I haven't even really thought about taking the steps yet to go that far, because I've kind of want to get a bit of money behind me and enjoy modelling while I'm young and being able to travel and do my own thing first, I think. So yeah, that was a very long-winded way to say at the minute I'm modelling full-time. It is called Get to Know Me or Tag About Me or whatever. What am I actually calling it? Get to Know Me tag. What did you want to be when you were younger? I always wanted to be a singer, and I wanted to be an actress, and I wanted to be on the West End, and I almost thought about going to drama school instead, or like at least trying to get into drama school, rather than going to university. Used to do singing competitions and everything like singing lessons, everything like that. So I always wanted to do that, but I never really pursued it as such. I always wish that I could go back, but I think I'd be too nervous now to kind of carry on with that. And a lot of my family say, well, you know, why did you give up singing and everything like that? But biggest regret, I don't know, I don't really have a regret that I always dwell on and that I think, oh god, I wish I'd done that. But I think the chances that I haven't taken throughout my life, even going back to the singing thing, I went, you know, I used to go down to London and record my own songs, and I got to sixth form and I just gave it up because I was more focused on school and other things. And I think that's one of the biggest things I do regret, is I wish I'd have kind of pursued that a little bit more. And a lot of people who know me now from university and stuff don't even know that that ever was a thing in my life, but it was. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I have one brother and two sisters. I'm the youngest of the family. My two sisters, they're half sisters, so we have the same dad but not the same mum, and then my brother, we have the same mum and dad, but my brother lives in America, and then my sisters, one lives in Ireland and one lives like 20 minutes from me, so we're kind of all over. I'm the baby, and then my nieces and nephews came along and I'm not the baby anymore, and then I realised I had to grow up because I'm 22 years old and I can't be a child forever. Okay, money or love? Love. Like, I'm a true romantic at heart. I think I've always dreamed of like the big white wedding and marrying my soulmate. For me personally, I have always thought, well, I mean, I don't know, I've always said I could get married to someone who I truly, truly love, and we could be poor as anything and I'd still be really happy. Obviously you kind of, you know, money makes things easier, but for me personally, it's not what someone has, but it's what they give to your life. I just want to be with someone who makes me laugh, makes me happy, and yeah, so I would always choose love over money. Deep for a get to know me tag. Favourite sayings. I have two favourite like mottos that I live by, and that is one that I used to say when I was younger, don't worry, be happy. I used to say this when I was a lot younger as well, and it's always just been because I went through something when I was growing up through primary school, and I always used to say that to myself every morning. And then the other one is everything happens for a reason. I'm very much a firm believer in, you know, there's a right time for everyone and a right path in life, and sometimes it doesn't always work first time and you'll try a different way, but everything will fall into place and be how it's meant to be. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Well, there's actually two paths that I want to be down. There's, hopefully I'll either be on the right path for a career within the journalism field and you know, presenting and that type of thing, or maybe I'll still be modelling and I'll be in a different country doing what I love. I've always said that I wanted to do sky sports because I've always been interested in sports when I was younger. Played netball, ran for county, did this, that and the other, and I've always wanted to do that, grown up watching it with my brother and my dad. But then also I kind of see myself still modelling if everything's going well. You know, ultimate dream for modelling would be the Victoria's Secret model, but what model doesn't dream of that? So I see myself down 2 different routes and I'm not sure which one hopefully it will be. Maybe I'll look back at this video in 5 years time and be like, you were so wrong. You were so wrong. So yeah, thank you for watching my get to know me tag. Hopefully it won't have rambled too much. Hopefully you've found it enjoyable. You might not have. I'm going to start thinking about lots of different videos over the next few weeks as well, so hopefully I'll get a few more uploads up there. And I'll be a bit braver because once the first video's up then you just kind of got to go with it. So yeah, thanks for watching.